So when and how did you start your coaching career here?
Well, I started when I was hired as a school teacher. Obviously, I want to do something to give back to the community and to help kids. I played baseball and played football growing up, and it's something that kind of, was a passion of mine. I wanted to teach kids what I had learned along the way. And so, it was 2012 when I started teaching, and ever since then I've been assistant baseball coach, assistant middle school baseball coach, head middle school baseball coach, and assistant softball coach for high school. And it's just something that I've enjoyed doing. I love the game of baseball, and that kind of trickled into softball. And so it's just a passion that I love.
And also, you speak about being a teacher here, and it's kind of the same way with teaching and with sports as well. I mean, a lot of people say teaching probably isn't the right thing for me, or coaching, I don't think I'd be able to do it because there's so many different attitudes, so many different personalities. I don't think I'd be able to put up with it and be successful at it. I mean, so would you say that it is worth it? A lot of people say it's time consuming as well. I mean, you think it's worth it in the coaching profession? Do you think this is actually making a positive impact on people? Because, I mean, I personally think it does.
Right. No, I think it does. I mean, it's obviously, you have to have the right person for the job. I mean, it's just like everything else. Not everybody wants to be a doctor. Not everybody wants to be, a carpenter or whatever it may be. They don't have that passion, and I think that's part of it. If you truly love your job, then it makes it a lot easier. But, coming out here to the ball field and just the smell of being out here and the sound of the ball hitting the bat and those kind of things, it's things you grow up loving if you love the game, and the longer you can be around it, the better. And so they always say those that can't keep playing, you turn to coaching. And so that's kind of what I've done, and I enjoy it. I want to pass along the knowledge that I've got, what little bit it is, to the girls and the boys that I get to coach.
So, final question that I got here is, how long have you done this, and how long do you think you will do this?
Well, I'm going on my 10th year as far as teaching and coaching. Obviously, as teachers, we always say 30 years is our retirement time, but I'm going to go as long as the good Lord allows me to keep staying out here, and as long as I'm a positive influence on the kids. It changes from year to year, from day to day, but I don't plan on retiring anytime soon. I think I'm going to do it until I'm not able to. I want to always put God and my family first, but they've blessed me with the opportunity to do this, and my kids enjoy coming out here. They're going to be coming up through the program in the next several years, and so I definitely want to stick around at least long enough to help coach them.
All right, here in the Telford County High School weight room with football coach Burleson. I want to first thank you for sitting down with me for this interview here. I just want to talk about the profession of coaching and why someone would get into it and what the effects of coaching has. So when did you get into coaching, and how did this all come about for you?
Okay, well, first off, the profession of coaching, I would hope that someone would want to get into it because they want to impact their players' lives, men, women, children. That's why I got in it. I didn't, obviously, those that get into coaching, they're typically extreme competitors, and we all want to win and things like that. So, obviously I enjoy the spirit of competition of all different types of sports, but the reason why I got into coaching is that's where I felt where God was calling me to impact young lives.
Corner over. So you're a man. Now we play three with these three, Bill. Right? Oh, you got that. Hey, get him over here. 9, right here. 5, right there, go. Stand up there. You're the cover. Look, one. Corner. NJ, you're doing the exact same thing. Right? You're helping. You're helping here. All right, play. Cover 3 off of 1. He may be there. Still cover through those guys. Anytime they get quad, drills the outside guy.
I saw it growing up as a coach's kid. My dad was a coach for 37 years, so I saw growing up the impact that he had on kids' lives, and it just kind of opened my eyes to what I wanted to do and be and things like that. So that's why I got into coaching. I love sports, and I felt like that's where God was calling me to be able to to reach youth. I started out in college and figured out that really wasn't my forte. I felt like I could make a bigger impact in high school sports. So, I got into, coaching high school sports, and I just felt like that's where I needed to be. And, I enjoy every minute of it. Obviously, it's not an easy profession to be in. There's lots of challenges, but I feel like where it's supposed to be. And I love being around the kids, and hopefully, being a good mentor to them and impacting their life in a positive way.
Right, and also in this weight room, you are a football coach, but also you are a teacher in some aspects too. I mean, a lot of people talk about the teaching profession or the coaching profession too, saying that it's so time consuming and they couldn't put up with all the different personalities and attitudes and whatnot. So, I mean, why did you yet again? Why did you choose coaching? And I mean, is it hard for you to deal with the different personalities and attitudes of your students / players?
Like I said, I chose coaching because I just felt like that's where I can make the biggest impact with kids. It is definitely, not an easy thing to do because the longer you're in it, society changes, kids change, and there's more challenges and there's new challenges every year. But it's still kids. They still want structure. Even though they might fight you on it or say they don't, they want structure, they want discipline, they want to be loved, and I'm here for them to provide all of those things. And some years it's easier than others, and sometimes you have kids that are a little bit more challenging than others. But and it's not for everybody. That's just where I felt like I was called to, and I'm fortunate and blessed to be in it. And I'm excited. Some people dread going to work some days. And, some days it can be hard just because there's so many ups and downs. But I really do enjoy coming to work every day and being with the kids and seeing the kids. And, not just my football kids, but some of the other students I see. I try to build relationships with all of them because you never know that one kid who, by just smiling or saying hello to, how you may impact their day. So I just love being around and just kids and seeing them grow up and seeing them change, and like I said, hopefully make a positive impact on their life.
You've coached at other schools before you got here, and I know you've also had a playing career, so that also played into wanting to come here. So how long, in numbers, if you can give it to us, has your coaching career actually lasted? How long do you think you will coach?
Well, if you ask my wife, she said I'll probably die on the football field. Who knows? Time will tell. I'm in year 20 right now of my coaching career, and then of course I played growing up for my dad, and then played in college. So I love the sport. I love being around the kids, and as long as it's fun, I'm still having fun, and I feel like I can make an impact with the kids. I'll stay doing it. So the state of Georgia says you retire at 30. So at least got 10 more years.
Yeah.
But God willing, we'll get to stay here and keep enjoying and hopefully impacting lives here. But like I said, as long as I'm having fun, I'll keep doing it and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. My goal is to not only make them great athletes, but I want them to be good students. Hopefully some of the lessons they learn here through sports that we try to teach them, that they can be good husbands, fathers, sons, brothers, those sort of things, to be a productive member of society when they leave here. And that's beyond any wins. Don't get me wrong, I love winning, but beyond any wins, when I hear from former players and they kind of tell me how everything's going and the positive things that they experienced when they're here, that's what makes it worth it. So that's our goal. Obviously we want to win, but I want to build great young men as well.